Many thanks for joining us this morning. It is City Stand once again. I'm Michael Adekulu. We appreciate all esteemed viewers for staying glued to the channel. We say a big thank you for joining today's broadcast. Thank you so much. And to my respondent at the stand this morning, I say a big thank you for joining us at this beautiful Tuesday morning. Yeah. The 3rd of February 2026. What do we have? What do we have at the stand? This day newspaper is here with crucial and important stories, and we will be looking at it together this morning. Also, in the south eastern part of the country, specifically Anambra, the sit-at-home, as we have it at the sit-at-home, around that Onitsha Main Market, crumbled. Sit-at-home crumbles as Onitsha Main Market reopens. Sit-at-home crumbles as Onitsha Market reopens. This is coming from Daily Trust newspaper, and I'm going to be reading the story out this morning. Anambra State reopened their shops on Monday in compliance with the directive of Governor Southeast For some years now, traders across the Southeast region have stayed off their business places in solidarity with the leader of proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But in a move to tackle the trend, Soludo had last Monday ordered the market be shut down for 1 week, which led to the traders, protesting. The governor also warned that if traders fail to open at the end of 1 week shut down, the market will be closed for another week and subsequently for longer periods. But however, a week after economic activities were grounded, the traders were seen trooping into the markets. This is coming from Daily Trust, like I said earlier on. Following a visit to the market on Monday, it was observed that many traders resumed their businesses as early as 8:45 a.m. Many traders, the marketers there, resumed their businesses as early as 8:45 a.m. Daily Trust observed that from Egerton axis of the market to Ose Food Stuff Market down to the Young Park, one of the major entrances into the main market, traders displayed their wares. From Emeka Ofo Plaza to Sokoto Road and to Lagos Line and Marine, many traders were seen attending to customers who trooped in large numbers. Residents differs over government directive. While some residents welcome the government's action, others who are in support of the incarcerated IPOB leader, talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, urged Soludo to rather channel its energy to facilitate the release of Kanu from prison. Some traders who had already started selling in their shops said they had earlier complied to the sit-at-home order for fear of being attacked. Not that they were not willing to come out, but they were afraid of losing their lives. All right, most of them who spoke on condition of anonymity said if government can assure them of adequate security, they were ready to open the shops every Monday. All right, like I said, we'll be looking at it together this morning. Would you say that the sit-at-home has finally lost its power? We say IPOB has lost its power in Onitsha Main Market. We shall be looking at it this morning. Don't also forget that yesterday there were partial compliance in some areas. It wasn't a total shutdown. Some people complied, while some people refused the order by the leader, by the indigenous people of Biafra. All right. Also today, Tinubu has brokered peace again, asking Wike to halt the impeachment of Fubara. That's another topic we'll be discussing this morning. Tinubu has interfered and has told the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike to stop impeachment process against Siminalayi Fubara, the governor of Rivers State. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. For us, it's a city stand. Raise the platform where the opinions of people matter. You are welcome. OJ.
Yeah, Mr. Mike, I'm saying good morning to you. And I'm sure you have a very cool, restful night because the weather was very cool. And I'm saying good morning to our global viewers all over the world who have been very appreciative of this program, who have been very blessing, who have been blessing us very much. Mrs. Sina and the rest, God bless you. God continues to bless you mightily. And I repeat my humble service. You are most welcome to the prayer program this morning. Thank you very much.
All right,
Suma. Good morning, City Star. Good morning, viewers.
All right, IPOB yesterday said the total shutdown. I mean, the sit-at-home, recorded widespread compliance in Southeast. Don't forget, the last weekend, the indigenous people of Biafra gave a directive that people should observe sit-at-home on Monday. That was yesterday.
Yes.
But in Anambra State, Daily Trust is telling us that sit-at-home crumbled. I think Daily Trust was mainly talking about the Onitsha Main Market that was closed down by or shut down by the governor of Anambra State. Yes. So what's your take on this?
Mr. Mike, like I told you yesterday, broadcast, I said the mammoth crowd protest I watched in Anambra State, shouting that there must be sit-at-home on Monday, which was yesterday. That I have no doubt that is going to be complied with. If non-state actor could mobilize so many people that what I saw in that video, I know quite sure that it's going to be a success. But at the same time, the state government says it's not the authority of the land, and it's not going to be sit there and look and see how other non-states will be now taking shine of it. We will not be violating his power. We also want to go out and do whatever he can to make sure that his foot is really on ground. That's what you see about that was from Soludo. Especially issuing sustainment. I will shut down the market. I will demolish the place. I will turn to school. It's a matter of trying to exert his own foothold on the ground. And look, I am the legitimate government of this state. Whatever I say must come to pass. So when you see two muscles being flexed over an issue, one will certainly have majority share of it, one will have minority share of it. I think the IPOB has got majority share of it in that, like you said now, there was substantial compliance to that sit-at-home order by the IPOB. And then your own statement as well, there are some places where it was not compliant. That means the state government had minority share of the social of the issue. That means they have a majority share of compliance by the IPOB leadership, and the state government had minority share of the matter. So if you never had a 100% situation whereby one side have a whole clean sweep of those situation, no majority share to the IPOB, the compliance, minority share in opening up of the market of their shops. So I think now the state government is now beginning to have a kind of chunk of the whole matter now. That's it. They begin to have a chunk of the matter. Let me say minority in the first place now. Who knows? Maybe you can go from minority to majority later in the day, later in years. So that whenever IPOB call for shutdown and co, when the state government say no, then we have state government taking majority that is not complying with by.
Are the residents supporting IPOB out of reality? They are just supporting IPOB out of fear, maybe out of fear of attack?
It's both. Both is happening. They are supporting IPOB because majority of the people they have belief in the struggle in African news.
Genuine support?
Yes.
Or they're just being afraid of their life?
Mr. Mike, that's what I'm saying.
They are afraid of attacks.
Both. Yes, both. One, they are in support of IPOB agitation, separate, identity for Igbo people in terms of being, having their own country, and at the same time, they are also expressing fear that if they don't support what IPOB said and they go out and they unleash terror and violence on them, government will not come and defend them. They will be, some of them may lose their lives.
It's out of fear.
No, Mr. Mike, both. Out of fear and then genuine support for IPOB. Like I said now, those ones that have been killed by not complying with IPOB order, sit at home. What has the government done to them? Government has not helped them now. So people are afraid sometimes, and at the same time, expect love for IPOB administration. So it's both. But unlike if now that the government is now talking tough, seems to be having a chunk of that matter is no longer entirely IPOB affairs now. Like is happening now. We have some places who open for their businesses and they have it done. They open, nothing happened to them. That's a confidence building. That's okay. That means government is not coming up. It's not having a share of this matter. It's no longer IPOB matter alone. That means
can a business that shut down businesses be called peaceful? And when you look at it very well, is this sit-at-home helping Martin Amdekano or making his case worse?
In one way, if we can say it does not help, because one of the things that keep a strong man going is when you have some people rooting for you outside, and I don't think this thing will last so long, because I want to believe that one way or the other, the people understand that their government do not look out things to the end, to its last. They will just start and withdraw from them. We have those who decide to sit at home because they actually believe in the struggle. We have those out of those who don't want to be isolated decide to also stay at home. We have those that believe in the cause. There's another way around, but they just need someone to force them to to comply. They are lazy to carry it out. That kind of people. They want it, but they don't ready to do the whole thing. So we are going to see if the security aspect, of which the security they are getting now should not be because of this cause, but it's supposed to be a day-to-day lifestyle which the people will be getting in all states and Nigeria. Security, not because of a particular motion. That's why you are having that. And let's see how long it will last. If it lasts longer, fine. And in the test of time, fine. Time do take its place in every cause. If something is hot now, there's no how it will still get cold, and people will not forget or turn it to lifestyle. But there are other 1,001 of ways that what people can actually show solidarity or whatsoever towards the cause. There are different ways. And if their governors and likes are not compliant, definitely you don't expect that they are politicians. It is the people that will say, okay, this is what we want. And sooner or later, they will have to adjust it. And let's see what turn out.
All right, in the comment section, Udeze Chima is responding to the situation on ground, and it says there is no way there will be 100% compliances to the sit-at-home. It's normal. Yes. It is normal. Yes. Everyone cannot comply. Everyone cannot obey or agree with it, and that's what Udeze Chima is trying to say. Yeah, he goes on. Power belongs to the people and not an elected governor. That means the governor is only a servant. Yeah, he should serve the people. The people voted the governor into that position. And it goes on again. The media concentrated their observations in the Onitsha Main Market. Go to the street and it was empty. Yeah, that's why we said partial compliance. In some areas, people complied, and that same area, people complied. Some people didn't comply.
Yes, now
in Imo State, business activities.
Yes, if you watch the coverage across the service, you see partial compliance, sit-at-home, and substantial non-compliance with it. People came out and do their business.
Yeah, that's what we call it, partial.
Yeah,
not total compliance, but the main market.
Yes,
people came out.
Yes, that I've said that the state government is already beginning to have chunk of the control of the administration now.
And with this development, would you say Soludo has defeated FCT?
Yes. No, he has not defeated them. He has just begun to exercise his own due diligence on them, exercise his own power and authority on them. It's not coming on stream now that look, IPOB, whatever you are saying can no longer be entirely be taken by people. I came up on this matter. I also have a chunk of the whole matter from you. Or like when you be having 100% control of the whole thing. It's not like so now. It's threatening people. No, I mean people weakened to some extent. I got let me say minority of the matter. That's why I think what
will happen to the agitation if the government, whether federal government or state governments, succeed in eliminating or eradicating sit-at-home?
See, eradicating sit-at-home doesn't end the struggle. The struggle is different from sit-at-home. Sit-at-home is just a means of
solidarity for Martin Amdekano.
So sit-at-home is just for show solidarity to Nnamdi Kanu intention. But the struggle itself is a conscious thing. It's a man. It's a thing of the mind.
It's eradicated today?
It means sit-at-home.
Sit-at-home.
Yes.
Government succeed.
Sit-at-home can go.
Federal level and state level.
Mr. Sit-at-home can go. They can overpower sit-at-home. That it cripples economy also. But the conscience itself, the action itself, cannot be crippled, cannot be subdued, cannot be conquered, because it's a self-determination matter. It's a right of the individual to say, this is where we want to go. Self-determination is their right. So it can't be conquered. You can't take my right away from me. It's their right to demand it and stand by it. Government cannot even go to court and challenge them on that matter. That why are you hesitating for self-determination? It's a government will lose fast on that. So it's a thing, it's a right on their own. It's a constitutional right that they have. So it cannot be lost. But what can be defeated is sit at home. Don't waste at home. Come and do your business. Yes, they can defeat, but they cannot defeat conscience. The decision that's already going on in their mind. It's particularly it's even a constitutional matter. A right, a fundamental matter of which they have the right to it. So that cannot be defeated. Yes, sit at home can be defeated.
Don't you think the sit at home is the reason why people still know that there's somebody like Nyesom Wike in the custody of the government?
Mr. Mike, I understand that. That's just a means of it's a means of expressing support for Kanu. But that's not the agitation itself.
What I want
the agitation itself is different from means of supporting Kanu. The agitation is a separate thing, Mr. Mike. I want to
draw it at home is
a means of supporting Kanu. That's not the agitation. Yeah. Oh, that's what. That's the word. Solidarity for the cause. But the cause itself is different from the solidarity. You get the difference. Yes, agitation is a right of individuals. That this self-determination.
And what if it's defeated? That's what I'm saying.
Even
there's nothing like sit-at-home again.
Yes, it can be defeated. But the agitation cannot be defeated.
What will happen?
Agitation is still on. It's still on.
People still have people still have Nyesom Wike at heart.
Of course, sure.
They won't.
The way you see Nigerians.
They won't.
Okay.
You see, I want us to understand human nature. Even you are twin, if there is distance between yourself and your twin brother for a long time and there is no connection or communication, in due time you are going to forget that you have a brother somewhere. Same way, no matter the affection or love you might have for your parents or your child, when death comes or maybe there is distance, there's nothing to use. Memories fade away.
Remember the person.
That is why we keep some things, belongings that is of our long ones.
And the sit-at-home is an example.
That is what will be keeping the people going. One, not everyone, even in the process of getting the it is not everyone that we, but few people. God will have disciples. If it's possible, God will have make everybody. What does it take God to say, yeah, making a believe? But what selected few, you lead them. After the prophet is gone, you pick another one. Why is it like that? It's not everybody. You don't need everybody to sit at home. But there's not people that will put for the song, everybody will follow. But in the mind, when the sit at home is not there, in due time, bro,
fade away.
They will not remember you. It will fade away. But that is why the sit at home is important. They understand when you those who are they understand the setting. When you are sitting at home, subconsciously, you will have something to remember, because even the
instinct to tell you
that there is something, you know,
that suffered for
yes,
me.
that we need. That's why we always have
agitating.
God bless. That we are having independent. Yes, that we have democracy day. We have independent day. If we are not keeping all those dates aside to remember that, oh, when we get independence, €1 for this so person that fight for freedom, we will forget all of them. And that is why they say that when you are on earth, try to make an impact, national impact, that every year they will remember you. Even the man that Akikumi, that the Nigerian flag, Opposite is alive. They almost forget him. You know what Nigerian government, what they did, even to manage his burial ceremony. He was alive. They did not celebrate him like that. No, they talk about someone that did not make any impact. He just come, he just go. Nobody will remember you. So that is why there is a need for them to still keep on with the sit-at-home. If they know that they still want to keep on with the struggle, because human beings, they will forget. Not that they are wicked, but it's just it's nature. That's it's a law of nature. Yes, and even a law of nature, they will forget you. And to keep Nigerian people going, Africans, we have strong mind. Even the test of time the government is making us face is way enough for you to even forget yourself at times. You'll be working, you don't forget where you go. Because of the economic pressure and all we are facing alone. So we need to always have something to strike the mind of the people that don't let us stray away from
All right, and that's what Udeze Chima is saying. Yeah, he says without a sit-at-home, Nnamdi Kanu's issue would have been a forgotten case.
Mr. Mike, Mr. Mike, as much as I believe, you agree, Mr. Mike, as much as I believe that, as much as I have problems in sit-at-home, other means, it's not a replacement of that struggle itself, Mr. Mike, I'm telling you. As much as I agree with my co-speaker that sit-at-home is one of those things you do that make you to remember, make you continue to remember the struggle one man is championing for you. But that conscience, that matter is that struggle itself. Until you stop talking about it, that's when you can be forgotten. Mr. Mike, if you drop it, you don't talk about it, you don't agitate again, you don't demand for it again, that's the only thing that can kill that thing. But by telling me that by stopping it at home, it will kill it. No! By stopping it at home, he only defeated so the agitation itself cannot stop, I mean, it's only one will stop, it's the only way the agitation itself is stopped. That you no longer talk about it, you no longer demand for it, you no longer come up with it, you no longer talk about it, you no longer mention again. That's what will kill the agitation. But if you tell me by stopping I mean what's it called sit-at-home, it doesn't that can be different, but that does not kill the agitation itself. Killing the agitation itself is when you stop talking about it, you no longer aspire against it, you have opted out, you have discouraged, you have how do you want to talk about that's what you have back out when you don't have a media campaign about the agitation. That's when the agitation can be stopped. But as for me, as for other people keep remembering about the other thing you are doing to remember is you keep it in mind. If those one have the authority to use the agitation itself, no. It doesn't stop the agitation. Yes. How can you keep talking about the agitation, reminding the people when you cannot go on air and create an advert concerning agitation and referendum? How can you do that? Do you want to be doing posting paper, big board and say the government will bring it down because I know of your ideology? So how do you want to be reminding people if you do that? Because they say Jesus, knowing that what Jesus is the savior as it is in the Bible. Who can be in Nnamdi Kanu when they no go forget for prison where he did when there is nothing to keep them alive? Even although Jesus say this person, you know, is being called, though he has everything. A lot of them could betray him. Now, ordinary person, Nnamdi Kanu, we. And there's nothing to remind him for. We have a hard spirit, hard mind. If you want to get something out for human, blacks, Nigeria, you need to be eating them hard. Have something to, and that is what the government want to knock off. They are not that. There are people thinking. Let say today that as we want to kill that children to come to. And that's why they refuse to tell the proposer to release him to stop this. Because you know what is being released. What is being released that they said that let them give him 24 hours or 1 week. I will stop the insecurity in the state. They know that releasing him again, we arose a lot of warriors again, people that he's out again, and that's why they don't want to give every chance to silence. It's not silence. That's the way. Sorry, they will silence you, and when there's no more, nothing to remember again, bro. They will give you the level of activities, event, entertainment that will make you forget. They will do campaign.
Without sit-at-home, imagine Nnamdi Kanu would have been a forgotten person.
Without sit-at-home, the Biafrans or the Nigeria will forget the story of Nnamdi Kanu. What that sit-at-home showed that these people is following him as Nnamdi Kanu. I'll check Africa. People always come market in that main market. They already give signal that every Monday, because of one person, Nnamdi Kanu, nothing like buying and selling in that particular place.
And if that is totally defeated,
if federal government or state government stop that sit-at-home, it's very easy to forget Nnamdi Kanu.
As Nigerians.
Yeah, it's not only Nigerians. This is the memory of human being. Like my brother said, when Christ in the earth want to die, say, continue doing this remembrance. Remember, all Christians, we always do Easter because of what? To remember Jesus Christ. If they stop it, what will happen? They will forget Christ. And do whatever they want to do. Talkless of mass.
That's the reason for.
Yeah. We are presenting 25 December to remember the. You yourself, why are you remember your birthday?
Yes, no.
No, to people not to forget the date.
Yeah, it's their celebration.
Yeah.
To remember Fela.
Yeah, that remember is more important. That sit at home. Why federal government and governors, they are fighting to stop that sit at home. What they are fighting is to what? To quench the fire, the energy of that struggle that Mazen Namiko already do what? Lift up. When you quench it, you see that many people who say that's how they started Biafra must have already do their own stuff. This already do their own stuff. Mazen Namiko already do their own stuff. Are you getting me? That sit at home every morning is more important.
All right, thank you so much. There's a song here by Anthem. Holy, 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 Charles Soludo is another savior.
Yes, Mr. Mike.
See, that song is failure.
The song by Anthem.
No, listen. We the Biafrans, we not listen to that.
All right, let me read it out.
Only.
Only has saved the Igbo people from mental slavery and cowardice, obeying dash orders from a faceless Twitter account.
Mr. Mike, what will stop agitation is yes, American come out and say I'm surrendering agitation of Biafra. It will die. That's the end of it. It's not a sit at home that will end it. If they stop at home, it doesn't end that struggle. But like Kanu say, listen to me. When Kanu come out today and say Biafra matter has answered, I'm not participating in his end. Is dead. I tell you that's the only thing that will stop that agitation. So, but this sit at home and co, he cannot stop it. It's just means of, so he just wants to abuse society, and then you get my point. So what to end struggle is to coming out and say, as far as the Biafra matter is concerned, I back out. There's no surrender.
Oh, Mr. Legide, with due respect, you can't know what's happening in Igbo land more than an average biological Igbo man like
it's wrong.
Like me.
It's wrong.
Take it from me.
It's wrong. You don't know.
And the sit at home is the only tool left for
I
the people.
disagree with you.
I disagree with me.
I disagree with you. I don't agree with you. I don't agree with you. Oh, no, that's your opinion. I'm telling you to stop that situation is that let Kanu say he's not doing that.
And again, he says, I know what I'm saying. Olajide, stop arguing.
You stop arguing. This is Shima. You are wrong. You are absolutely wrong.
You thought it's
see, it's wrong. You know, I'm telling you now. I'm a
Yoruba man.
What do you mean by that? We are here. We are bringing up discussion that happened in
I'm letting you know
why are you discussing what happened here? Listen to me. Why are you saying why are you talking which home we are talking about? You are here, we are Lagos here. We are discussing what is happening in Southeast on which is become known to the whole public.
Let me tell you something. Someone went to the market yesterday. Will he be coming to the market every Monday? And if by chance anything happened to anybody in that market, will he restore the lives of those people or properties? Who does it again?
Listen, so that he has not woken up to his reality of the power of the state was entrusted with to her. The money was given by coming up and now telling them, look, you can't be taking off, you can't be doing things that are unlawful in the state. You can't be locking everybody up in a place. Just want to sit at home. Let them do it. They don't want to come and do their business. Let them go out and do it. He has just woken up to the reality of the power he was given, the money truly that he was given, and he's not taking a chunk of the matter now. He's not getting IPOB, everything. And the agitation cannot be killed by just suspension or killing of sit at home. The one to kill agitation is that when Nabikanu say, I'm no longer interested in IPOB again, in the matter again, he's dead. That's why we stop it.
Why is Olajide arguing with someone that knows what is happening in the southeast? Knows what is going on there.
We are here.
The biological son.
You bring up this matter, Mr. Man. You are a man. You have this stage. Now this we are in Lagos now. And what's happened there was in the public there. It's in the public domain. This is not the issue.
I'm telling you what the media is bringing.
Were you there personally? Did you go there yourself? What are you talking?
You understand
what you also like? What you saw in the news? The media will say I'm talking. This is that maybe US or UK. He himself is here. Was he in the
I'm letting you
on the yes. This is what you were analyze. Yes. This is what you read in the media. Everything he says is based on what he knows from the media. So what he's talking about?
Let me tell you.
Yes. Okay.
I want to know that what you don't go 100% by what the media have to tell you.
That means they are wrong.
Wait, the media will sell their papers, just like the way they put with their headlines to to attract you. And what happened yesterday, aside from the market, is the market Anambra alone? It's only that the market, they are not going to the market, they are not displaying. What about all soap proprietorship that are around the streets, different areas in Anambra State? But the focus only in is that a complete media news? Is that news? It's not complete. And they do public opinion aside from the market, even other streets and other local governments in the state. But once I want to know, even when I'm kind of come out to say that what I'm no more doing this struggle, that doesn't mean that the agitation will stop. It is of one person to say I start them. It may not be when Moses reach promised land. The struggle not continue of the Israelites. So you can be the champion of this.
All right, Michael, who is remembering MK Abiola again today? Even some of his allies have joined the camp of thugs that killed him. That's life for you.
Mr. Mike, we know that this matter is a matter of you making an impact on the land. There are people that will take up after you. Get my point? So, but I'm not trying to tell that Sit-At-Home himself.
Sorry, even his allies have joined the camp of those that killed him.
Yes, okay. Yes. What I'm trying to say is that Nnamdi are the symbol of that struggle.
Symbol.
Yes, it's a symbol. It's the face of that struggle. It's the symbol of that struggle. And if he says what will only kill that agitation is that when he comes out and say no, I'm telling you, ask please kill it. Yes,
saying it will never kill the struggle.
All right, top locals, you are a very intelligent, young, educated, rational. Top locals once again. I'm doing it on behalf of thank you so much for your contribution. Okay, I really appreciate it.
Thanks very much.
I may call you back. All right. Gentlemen, you're welcome to the program. Oh, wow. Femi, how you doing?
Fine.
How you doing? Is it true that if the Sit-At-Home ends today, if the government succeed in ending Sit-At-Home today, people will forget Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?
No. What Nnamdi Kanu stands for is beyond the Sit-At-Home. Nnamdi Kanu is beyond any fucking Sit-At-Home. It was just Sit-At-Home just to pay a solidarity, and there are so many ways they can pay solidarity to Nnamdi Kanu. During Christmas, people went to Sokoto, it was celebrated. They can celebrate people without asking people to sit down at home. When we are celebrating MKO Abiola, nobody asks anybody to sit down at home. And they take the matter up to the federal government. And today, it has become a national holiday, June 12th, everybody. So it's a legislative matter now. There are so many other ways to celebrate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu beyond sitting at home. So I don't see that sitting at home make people remember Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is somebody that registers in people's mind. So let's forget about sit at home.
All right, what do you have to say concerning that?
Yes,
a forgotten person.
No, you see, the movement called IPOB is an ideology, and I remember Professor Wale Soyinka said you cannot kill an idea. You understand? So that even if Nnamdi Kanu decide that decide to back off, we know of Masop by Umar Zirike. When he back off, people were thinking, okay, that is the end of this. And from nowhere, Nnamdi Kanu surface. You understand? So it is an idea. What I think will, a kind of reduce, the movement is when government begin to do the needful. Seriously, if government today would decide to be very sincere in their dealings, you understand, irrespective of tribe, we want to see government doing the right thing. We want to see criminals, if truly are called criminals, should be dealt with according to the law, irrespective of wherever you come from. You understand? You have some people in some part of the country who have committed more heinous crime. And today these people are walking the street of Nigeria. Some of them were even the repentant Boko Haram. You can imagine, these are people who are responsible for the death of thousands of people, who have made so many children orphans, and they are freed. So I think government has a bigger role, and that the only thing Nigerians need from government is sincerity. Now let's look at this union called Nigeria and be sincere to all and be honest to all, irrespective of wherever you come from. You understand? The Igbo people are nursing, they feel marginalized in the scheme of things. They feel left out. And there are so many things government can begin to do to correct some of this, like create the balancing. Ned Nwoko, the Senator Ned Nwoko, he said, give them one more state. A way of creating balancing so that there could be equal representation in the National Assembly. Now you are giving them a sense of belonging. You understand? So I think these are some of the things, even if Nnamdi Kanu decide that he is going to back up, I tell you, another name will surface until government do the needful.
All right, until government does the needful. That's what James John is saying here. But do you think the people are genuinely united behind IPOB? Are they tired of being trapped? Are they tired of staying at home? Some of them just came out yesterday after the order of the Indigenous people of Biafra that they just sit in their houses.
Mr. Mike, seriously, but I can tell you there are lots of people who are not finding it easy. Especially the commoners, those whose life depends on what going out every day, depends on they eat, from hand to mouth. So imagine telling such a person not to go out, and then there is no provision to take care of that person. It's making life very difficult. But you see, sometimes things like this, of course, there will always be the side effects, the disadvantage, and you will agree with me that a lot of people will suffer. I want to believe it's not everybody. It's not everybody in the East that agree on his own. I want to sit at home on Monday. And that is why last time I said, if Soludo will be able to be diplomatic and then in a way set up mechanism to monitor the activities of the IPOB. You understand? Are they coercing people to sit at home? Because they do not have that right. You understand? They do not have a right to say, you must sit at home. I should be able to want to identify with Nnamdi Kanu myself and then want to, decide to sit at home to show solidarity for Nnamdi Kanu, not anybody coercing me. That is infringing on my rights, fundamental human rights.
That moment, after the order by the indigenous people of Biafra, some of the people defied it and they opened their shops. What will you call that?
Well, I think it's understandable. I think Soludo came to open the market, same yesterday. Definitely, the leadership of the market will be around him and all of that. So, but generally, I don't even have problem with if he's able to persuade the people and eventually the jettison the sit-at-home thing. I have no issues with that. But my worry has always been the methodology he has adopted by trying to compel people rather than talk to them or persuade them to see reasons why they should do so. Which I have expressed here that he lacked that power to compel people to go to work, especially when they are not working for you. And that has always been my position. So if he successfully was able to talk to the people and persuade them, and they are able to even drop the idea of sitting at home on Mondays, I mean, so be it. I don't have any issues with it, Michael.
At this point, you sit at home resistance or economic sabotage. Do you see it as economic sabotage?
See, the truth is also that, and I give it to those that believe in that cause. I also take exception to those that are forcefully, brutally enforcing the sit-at-home thing. I think it should come from the heart. I think people should be persuaded about it. I think people should see reasons why they should do it. And I give it to those who are doing it sincerely from their hearts. You know what it takes to leave your business on a Monday. That is a huge sacrifice on their part. Just to register a displeasure. The sacrifice is huge on the individual that believe in that cause, and the effects will also come on the government of that state, and that is why the governor is not comfortable with that arrangement. But I give it to those who believe in that cause. They are sacrificing so much in terms of what they lose in all those days that they shut down their business. But I've also expressed that
those that are brutally enforcing that order are not doing well in that state. They should sell, if they are able to, they can sell that ideology. We see a reason why they should believe in that cause, and if they choose to drop it based on people coming around them, based on what the governor has told them and all of that, so be it. But people must be persuaded from their hearts. That's my point.
All right, away from that, let's quickly move down to another topic. This morning, President Bola Tinubu has brokered peace again and has told Wike, the FCT Minister, to all the impeachment of Siminalayi Fubara. Should the president have the power to stop an impeachment process against a sitting governor of a state? How would you describe this? Is this dictatorship or what?
It's not dictatorship. It's about political alignment. Both Fubara and Wike, they submit their allegiance to Tinubu, and since they have submit their allegiance to Tinubu, Tinubu can dictate whatever that want to happen in that state. So I think the interference of Mr. President is needed. To me, well, we can still say it's timely because the man has not been removed. Because people have been worried why Tinubu keeps silent. All this why the impeachment move has been made. Tinubu has not been able to speak. So when I read this thing this morning, I'm a bit happy because the thing addressed almost what I expect. Out the impeachment shouldn't come at first place. Not all the time you want to impeach. Both of you can, settle cases and you can move amicably in that state.
Bring it up impeachment.
Look at diplomacy. Issue of second term. It's too premature. Don't talk about second term now. Let's finish with the first time. That one, Tinubu hold that card to his own chest. Out the impeachment. Then Fubara, acknowledge Wike as your political leader in that state. Of course, even if you don't acknowledge him, the man is playing the leadership role. The by-election they want to do, it was his candidate that emerged. You can see the way the thing is going. The PDP that displighted PDP, his own got victory. They want to do confession now. So even if Fubara failed to recognize him as a political leader, the man have it in his hands that not anybody can do about that one. Whether you like Wike or you don't like it, he still hold that thing in his hand. Up to this moment, the 26 members that are loyal to him, none of them have been able to look at him in the face. Like somebody is trying to compare between Kwakwaso and Kano. Kwakwaso is Kano and Wike in River. I choose Wike. I said because the wall of Kwankwasia has been broken. Why the wall of Wike in River still stand? All the people that are pay allegiance to him, River State, they are still there. Up to the senators, the members of the lawmakers, even the federal lawmakers, they are still with Wike. So there's nothing anybody can do. So there's a difference between Kwakwaso and Wike. Politically, they are different. And I've always said that anybody that is deceiving Fubara, they are now 001. They are now 001. Okay, they just want to give him head nod.
Like a gentleman could say.
001 on the paper. Audio 001. Let someone look come and tell me that it's 001 in Lagos State. Who give you that thing?
So you said the president issued a warning that we shouldn't talk about second term. That is premature.
Yeah.
Now, is the president genuinely making peace, or just being supportive, or just being protective of his 2027 votes in the state?
What side? So what Mr. President is trying to do now is that we are still going to watch. Does Fubara deserve second time? You see, it's a matter of process. Okay, can you do the second time?
Don't talk about the election now.
Yes.
Talk about me. Is that what the president is trying to say?
No, it's part of. I'm trying to.
Don't talk about the election.
I'm trying to tell you the angle Mr. President is looking at it. Both sides, even it's both political. When you look at that political circle, Mr. President want to benefit anything that want to happen in that place. The priority of Mr. President is how can I benefit from it? Must be
of his own benefits.
Of course, priority. Of course. Tori Ajalaja in there. You don't know. A dog hunt because of himself. That's why sometimes the hunter and dog they drag game. After the dog has killed the meat, we see that the hunter and they will drag the game. So Tori Ajalaja in there. Take that one. Take that one first. Now another one is that you will now wait and watch what is happening. When we give Fubara a chance, can he sustain the role we ask him to play in that place?
If the answer is no, then it will be eroded. He will just finish his 1 year and he will go. I think so. The man will watch. He's trying to watch what is happening in that place. This man, do you deserve second time? Can we persuade Wike to allow him to go second time? If he refuse, what can we do? What is going to be our benefit? Are we going to lose? Are we going to gain? So Tinubu need to look at all those things holistically before he take a decision.
All right, Femi, with this mentality, nothing will change in Nigeria. This is coming from Udeze Chima. Nothing will change in Nigeria. Nigeria is just a business center for politicians. That's what he's saying. And Hatnam says Wike is what Kanu's could have copied. Okay, Wike is what Kanu would have copied, but he's not that smart.
I don't know what is meaning. Kanu is not a politician now. Maybe he's Kanu.
Is it Kanu? Is it Kanu or Nnamdi
Kanu?
Maybe let us understand what you can rewrite your message and send to us. Antnam, what's Tinubu trying to do there? We learned that he has brokered peace again. I think this is the third time or so. As he has been trying to stop crisis in Rivers State. Is he protecting his 2027 votes? What?
Well, when the crisis started, his silence was a thing of concern. People were expecting him to speak out. We're only seeing, some officials in his government and then chieftain of FCT speaking out. You understand? But you see, that's why you can always give it to him when it comes to politicking. Master strategist. We have thought, some of us have thought that he would have dropped one. And some of us were even thinking Wike is going. You understand? But, this is somebody who believes whatever Tinubu is doing, it's about 2027. And then he's playing the game in a way that, he wants to maximize every resources at his disposal. They are just like resources to him. I tell you one thing the other time. I said presidential election is very expensive. You need money to run presidential election. Now you are seeing in Fubara somebody whom you have got for 5%, over 700 billion naira. I can take advantage of that to run election because you are the governor, you control the resources. Wike is not an ordinary minister. The minister of Abuja is the same time the governor of Abuja. So he has security vote. You understand? So I think Tinubu want to take advantage of the vast experience of Wike and then the resources from Rivers State from Fubara to be able. So maybe he want to work with the two of them for his interest.
Not maybe. That's what it is.
All right, gentlemen, let us look at this very well. Let's look at it very well. Rivers Governor to recognize FCT Minister as political leader. You've always said it there that this is 001 on paper. 001 on paper. So what does this mean to you? Rivers Governor to political leader. This is coming from President Bola Tinubu.
I told you Tinubu has married 2 wives and we manage both of them. That has been my position at this time, and I have not changed that position. And the whole thing is beginning to play out. That's what the president is going to do at the end of the day is to manage both of them to his own advantage, just as some of my colleagues have said.
Does this mean advantage? Does this mean Fubara is not the 001 of the state or in the state?
001, we have said that before now. 001 on paper, that's the truth.
That's the truth.
Just the way we have state governors as the chief security officer of their
that's what
exactly. There are gatekeepers in every state. It's not prepared to Rivers State. There are gatekeepers, and you must understand that. And Fubara should know that by now. That he must give honor to whom it is due. It doesn't take anything away from him. It doesn't stop him from being the governor of the state. But as far as Tinubu is concerned, he will manage both of them to his own advantage, and that is what we are already seeing. That is. For a very long time he was silent. I was wondering that at some point his silence was beginning to be too loud to bear, and now he is beginning to raise his voice as to the direction people should go. I have also said it here that the Fubara won't be impeached. I was too certain
about that. What about the allegations like against him?
Those ones will be thrown out. I can tell you that for free. They are gone. There are no serious allegations there. Everything is politics. And the moment the president steps in, that settles it. But Fubara must begin to be wise. the Bible talks about wisdom is profitable to direct. You should embrace wisdom and understand that giving Wike his place doesn't take anything away from him. As Femi said the other time, all the structures of that state are still with Wike, and for such a man, I mean, about Wike and say that's the end of Wike, and I was laughing at that time. That you are joking. The man has structure in his hand, and he hasn't lost team in any way. So what Mr. President need to do is to talk to both of them and see how they can work together. First, to his own advantage, and next to see if Fubara will deserve a second term or not. Everything he knows how to play the card.
Femi, recognize the FCT Minister as your political leader. What does it suggest? What does it mean to you?
Well, people should not be surprised by what Mr. President says, especially somebody like Tinubu. That's the role he has been playing for a long time in Lagos State, and we always see positive. I mean, in that kind of a relationship, as I'm the godfather, you are the godson. Oh God, respect me. I brought you here. You are my boss. So Tinubu wouldn't think twice before he issued that kind of order. And for peace to reign, you know, Rivers State has been held at Chokula now. Everybody should come and tell me how Wike was able to achieve all these things in Rivers State. That's what they should analyze. How was Wike be able to install all these people and he keep them and they pay allegiance to him all the time? The same allegiance to him. The same thing in Lagos State. How people should go and do research. People should not just be annoyed unnecessarily. How Tinubu was able to hold Lagos State in his stance since 1999 up to this moment. Do research. Don't just be emotional all the time. One day we are discussing one prominent man of God, and one of, I mean, the president, he said, I'm a man of God, but even if that man is using another, I mean, extra celestial power, how was he able to hold that kind of a magnitude, I mean, of people since all this year, and he was able to control them? People should need to ask questions about that. How was Pablo Escobar was able to achieve all what he achieved? Despite that he was a criminal like. You need to study it and know so that maybe you will use it in your own positive way. How can we hold Rivers State in a stand like this and they were able to break him? Okay, now look at Kano. When did they started to try to penetrate Kano? Kano pillars fall. London Bridge is falling down. Kwankwaso cannot sleep again now. Even the strength he rely upon to negotiate the vice president slot with Obi is no longer there. It has been weakened. It has been good. So if it is possible for these people that are calling for the downfall of Wike, go and break Rivers State. You want to break Rivers State? Okay. Without breaking that, Wike is unbreakable.
Now, can we now say that Siminalayi Fubara is now a victim of Godfather politics? Is that what you're saying?
There is nothing anybody can do. He's a victim of Godfather. So there is Godfatherism. And it was fatherism that brought him. Nothing anybody can do.
You should respect his Godfather.
You should respect the person that gave back to him.
So who is the real governor of Rivers State? Is it Wike that is ruling from Abuja?
You see, the problem is from day one, I am not a supporter of Godfatherism. I prefer a situation where democracy will be allowed to thrive, where the people can decide who govern them. In that way, the resources of the state will be used for the people. A situation where somebody plays you there and is negotiating percentage, you understand, you will not be able to deliver, you know, as much as you should deliver to the people. You understand? Of course, the statement of Tinubu, you should expect that such statement will come from him because he is also a godfather here. You understand? He wouldn't say otherwise. You understand? But anyway, because in this point, I is trying to remind Fubara, as much as I had discussion with you, as much as I will want you to remain there, show some respect to this man that has made you governor. You understand? In other words, they are telling us it is not the people, which is against the principle of democracy. It is not the people that made Fubara governor. It is Wike that made Fubara governor.
So who is the real governor now? He has the local government to himself. I mean, the local government chairman has the lawmakers to himself and all other structures. So who is the real governor? Is it Wike that is ruling from Abuja or Fubara? Who will see as paper 001? Is it paper? How do you even call it? 001 on paper. Yeah.
You know, Fubara rode on the back of a tiger, and now he's at the mercy of that tiger. And if he doesn't tread very cautiously, he may end up in the belly of the same tiger. So that's the way it is. You cannot ride on the back of someone and say you are now alone. You are not alone, and you must understand that. So that's the kind of politics we play.
Mr. Michael, away from money, people forget about political structure. Do you think a godfather will just submit his political structure like that? No, it's not possible. He built this political structure to produce you. You also benefit from it. Then you want to hijack that political structure. Do you think it will work? No godfather will surrender. Go to Kogi State. Go and see how Ododo is doing to the tree that's holding. Ododo is Ododo, a flower in the tree. And he's doing and he's respecting the tree that hold the Ododo. And the state is moving on. So I think Fubara should stop deceiving himself. I will not advise him to be doing like a zombie to the man, but he should know his level so that Rivers State will move forward.
Just be wise.
Be wise. Be wise.
They say wisdom is profitable to direct.
I'm telling you, you can actually obey Wike and move Rivers State forward.
All right, sir, responding to what we said this morning, and now, as he's saying, Jagaban is the real governor of Rivers State. When they threatened to blow up pipeline, he showed them pepper. All right, we'll move down to Baba Yaga. Good morning to you. Welcome to Tinubu's Nigeria. Nothing is straightforward. And time goes on. Obi was corrupt in Anambra. He used state money to invest in his bank and big company. His name showed up in the Pandora paper.
Sorry. We don't discuss that one.
We need to see EFCC doing their job. I can bet you as much as I want to, anytime, any day, if that's enough, even if I'm the only person that will want to, I will vote for Peter. But the reason is because since he left office till date, EFCC have never gone after him. This is somebody who has been in the opposition. This is somebody who has made us believe that all Nigerian politicians are corrupt. In many forums, you hear me say that. So I expect people in government to send EFCC after him, and they should give us reasons why we should agree that he has stolen money. Some of us will stop supporting him.
And to add to that one, among the other people that they mentioned that they invest in this shell company, it's a shell something. You can hold the company and it will not be. It's not only him. Even Yedepo name was mentioned that time. How many of them have they been arrested? Saraki name was mentioned. So I don't know if you have another case against Obi, bring it out. Not Pandora.
We will see that.
All right, so let's have you. First. Okay. Good morning to you, first.
Good morning.
You're welcome to the program. All right, Tinubu has broke out peace again. He has told Wike to halt impeachment of Siminalayi Fubara, the incumbent governor of Rivers State, and has also told him to see the FCT Minister as a political leader in the state. What I once told us that is the 001 of Rivers State. Now, how would you describe the judgment of President Bola?
Oh, bless you. See, when you see the scenario that is happening in Rivers State, see, in my own observation, I'll put blame on Fubara. Because you see, the system, just like what that guy said, the system brought you in. It's a rotten system. How you comply with the system and go away with it? How long? First, second, third. Now the president now told you that go and stick with your godfather. So you see the embarrassment in the first place. You were removed illegally, bringing in military administrator as emergency. At the end of the day, you now comply. You went to Tinubu, you comply, you agree. You came back, you start again. Let the dog lie. Let the sleeping dog lie. See, it's not only Port Harcourt that we have in Nigeria. We have to move the nation forward. It's like that place. Wike came as a godfather. He brought you. Fubara, nobody knew Fubara yesterday. But as we know, when you now came, you have to use your brain. Grab can't end anything. Now, brain is more powerful than.
Now, with this development now, will you say Tinubu has saved Rivers State from crisis, or just interfere?
See, the president language is the final language in any state. He is the president of Nigeria, and Wike is his boy, and Fubara is Wike boy. You see the different language. So, okay, now authority, calm down, stick to him. It's a godfather. Let peace reign, and let us see the future.
All right, you may be 001, but see Wike as your political leader. This is what President Bola Tinubu said.
Well, this is before Fubara came out, when was under PDP. There was one comment when Wike said. He said, if they say, let Fubara join APC, he will make sure he will bring him down. And Fubara know the agreement both of them have, which is supposed to be
settle it out. Because since I have already met and met Tinubu, Wike haven't had rest of mind on Fubara side. Fubara is supposed to use wisdom. And you know who is. And he have already served Wike many years. And he will not say that he does not know Wike. So let him use wisdom. Now, Mr. President have already get what he wants. Come to 20 and maybe 30. I don't think that Fubara is coming back for a second time. The way I'm seeing it. Now he will not relax say, Mr. President is on my side. No. And he have already failed. He have to stand one place. Now you have already leave PDP, join APC. APC join now. You are too late, you are not so strong. On it again. Now when Mr. President say go back, put honor to the one that bring meeting. So let them do so. They know that I'm coming back for a second time. So let's do down. Let's fulfill agreement.
All right, quickly to the southeastern part of the country, especially Anambra State.
Well,
what do you have to say?
Is it that
now people came out. You know,
yeah,
they came out to do their businesses.
Yeah. I watched it on ART, their news, where they are showing some places. And this is one thing. I will say that is from the thought of the market people. There's something they are doing at the back of government, where government did not know. Now they have already exposed themselves. If they say some of them supposed to come, some who don't want to come, want to respect that sit at home, they're supposed to do it. Not to force others. Okay, in market now, that's the sort of the market where the government say, make it down. They don't want motor to be parked on the road. They want to use inside the market there, doing park. Some park must be break down. And the government said it. Yeah, it bring many move their business. If they in a way, they show with it. Or with a capital. Motor everybody are moving, motor they are going their work all over. If they in Enugu, they show some park where their traders are moving, doing their business. So let me say, sit at home have already been break down. And it is not end of the struggle of Biafra. If they say they wipe it off, it is not the end. The struggle continues, which I know, which I believe.
You see, it's like what you just said. Once go up must come down. Sit at home has been there for a long time. It's like, let's resolve it amicably. But the struggle must continue. Let people come outside and do their daily work every Monday, because Monday is very important. We are all Nigerians. I know that someone will be seen somewhere, the other one will be working somewhere. Let us solve the situation amicably.
All right, thank
and
you
let
so much.
Nnamdi Kanu be released. Let it be released and let freedom come and let peace reign.
All right, thank you so much. Are you surprised that there was no total compliance yesterday as regards the order by the indigenous people of Biafra? And can this development be sustained in Anambra? Monday sit at home that people defied.
It was Tinubu that has actually fueled this uncertainty in Anambra State. There's no need for that for me, that's unnecessary intervention from the state governor. There's no need for that. The IPOB leadership has made it very clearly, even before Tinubu begin to think that he's seeing the future now, that there's no sit at home, and people take it upon them voluntarily to engage themselves. So for me, it is not a topic, it's not an issue. So if Tinubu knows how he started it, he should go and know how he is going to resolve it. As simple as that. As simple as that. They are the one that is using unfaithless saboteurs to cause unnecessary problem in the eastern part of the country. I can tell you 100% that Tinubu ignited this issue for a reason, and it will backfire on his head. Whatever plan he has, it will fire on Soludo's head. Soludo for it will backfire.
He it in what way?
But I've just told you now that IPOB said no sit at home. Which is he not stealing? Are they not stealing in Anambra State? Is Nigeria not stealing money?
With the millions they lose.
No, what of the one they steal? What of the one they steal? What infrastructure can you point out today that Soludo has situated in Anambra State? Tell me one. Tell me one. Okay, so not gonna forget all this paparazzi. Those things does not hold water. As far as I'm concerned, Soludo has remained a total disappointment. Look at the way he talks. Okay, you want to live in the market? Pack your belongings and come and stay in main market. He thought it's the only main market that is the only market in Anambra State that observes sit-at-home voluntarily without anybody asking them.
Do you think people of Anambra State are genuinely supporting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?
No, it's not about
Loyal to him or supporting him. I don't think they would
will continue.
They have come out.
People will conduct
today.
People will conduct to
open their shops.
People will conduct to
create. Fully aware that Monday is always sit-at-home.
Listen, Mike. Monday, he said Monday is always sit-at-home. But I think I've told you this thing. I said it here yesterday. What we have now compared to what we have before. Add prefix and suffix to all these things that is happening. You'll be able to arrive at a particular point. But those who are bringing suffix to it and prefix to it, add all of them together, you arrive at a particular point. At what point did a directive come from the IPOB leadership that sit-at-home should be cut off? So what are you asking me?
Why are they still observing it?
Yes, people want it because in solidarity.
If they want it,
yes,
they shouldn't have come out yesterday.
Yes, but let me tell you, you are the one that is mistaking the concept of sit-at-home. That it is their right. Civil disobedience is their right. Anybody is telling you that it is not part, is not making mockery of the truth. What you saw clearly that happened in Anambra State yesterday, go and find that very well. The people are the ones that are not even, they are the ones that decided that we have decided to do this thing every Monday. Nobody is forcing them. And then Soludo came in and met with the market leaders. And I'm hearing that one of the market leaders has actually resigned. Mike, you don't know what is actually going on the ground. Yes. So the anybody that feel it has never been mandatory. Anybody that feel he can come out, let him come out. If you feel that he cannot come out, so be it.
What happened to the legacy of President Nnamdi Kanu?
Has anything been tampered with the legacy? Nothing has been tampered, but the government, the what they are using in the southeast is causing a lot of infiltration and problem. Nothing. No, he cannot tell me today that tomorrow, is it only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that's talking about Biafra? Or every 30th May, they celebrate Biafra all over the world. Is it only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? So why is people so dwarf in their reasoning and rationality of the reality on ground? All the ones they were saying, all the governors and all the political leaders, we are going to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Federal government has agreed and all that. The people we are watching, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is solely fighting as in somewhere in Sokoto now.
Sorry?
That is what I'm saying. So it's not about whether people come out as that. Right there in their consciousness, they know who they are. And for me, yes, very important we know this. That the effect of see, if another thing happens to a person come or Mazi Nnamdi come and something happen and say everybody sit at home, including Soludo sit at home. Have Soludo not been sitting at home? Have you not been observing sit at home? Boss, Mike, you're asking me that they know that they are not leaders.
With the security,
but they know they are not leaders. That any other.
Do you think a governor will serve?
There's no governor in the entire Eastern Nigeria that does not sit at home
on Monday.
Mike, I'm not talking about Monday passing. At the heat of it, Monday. At the heat of it, when Mazi Nnamdi called for the first civil disobedience, the entire everywhere, including Lagos, Just after 2. So it's not about what is playing around. Me, I want them to continue their business because that's what the IPOB said. Then, on your own, if you feel that you are going to do this thing, voluntarily, don't stop anybody.
And you think they can sustain it?
But it's sustainable already. Not you think you can sustain it. It's sustainable already.
I think that Sit-At-Home is what makes them feel that, oh.
No, bro, if you can look at it, they didn't call Soludo's name. If you go to Aba today, nobody's calling anybody's name. No politician in the East that are calling their name. Only person that can restore order and stability, command and control is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. These guys are not politicians. Okay, we know the people of the Biafran nation know who they know. And they can say it at any point in time that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a major controlling it. But home and abroad is not only within the main market. We are talking about numbers beyond that. So it's not about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are also looking at, what future can this thing, what deliverance can this thing bring, what hope can this thing bring. But bro, there's nobody in Nigeria today that is not talking about how to escape this unfortunate entity called Nigeria. There's nobody deep down in his heart, even the Northerners. Are they not the one they're saying that they don't want climate chairman? They came out boldly and say it. But you know that because Nigeria can never solve a Biafran factor question, that is why that anything that comes from the eastern part of the country seems to raise unnecessary doors across board. Anything that comes from there, they take it. But hey, heaven won't fall. Oh wait, hold on. That's the nature of Nigeria, and we understand. But I believe that this thing has a limited time. One day, whatever goes up was coming down. It took 4,000 years. Egypt we are seeing today was not a Muslim country. How did Egypt become a Muslim nation? The only thing they want to see happen in Nigeria is to make sure that all the entire people in that region collapse to the entity called Islam. That's all. There's nothing again. And the voices of resistance to this agenda, they are busy moving from one place to another, clamping them down. As I did now, I was in Anambra State. I was there in the main markets. I witnessed the pains of the people. I witnessed the questions that have no answer. I saw it in their faces that this is absolute brutality against the people of Igbo nation. In all ramifications. Okay, Mike, let me come to reality. What do you even concern Soludo for main market? Obo Sisi, they there. Obuawa, they there. All those powerful markets within Anambra State, they there. What is your interest in that main market?
What are they trying to achieve?
What is it? That's what I'm telling you. My brother, see, it is beyond what the presence of Soludo in that market. It is beyond it.
People ask him to give him land in that.
It's beyond because the people of Obuawa are saying, when Shebi will not go and meet people where they carry iron. You know Obuawa market in Anambra State. They deal with iron, all of them. Iron, that's what they do now, fabrication. And they maintain Sit-At-Home.
All right, away from that, let's quickly talk about Rivers State politics. President Bola Tinubu has made a move and has brokered peace again. I said again. This is what he has tried about times. Has done it again and has told Wike to halt the impeachment of Siminalayi Fubara. Told him to see FCT Minister as political leader in Rivers State.
He's just a political leader. He's not an OPC political leader in that state. He just do you know how many political leaders we have in Rivers State? He's just a normal political leader. Let Bola Tinubu come and mention that Wike is the APC political 001. Let us put it 001. Let us see.
Are you telling us that the judgment of the president is not good enough?
But they say recognizing somebody as a political leader.
Intervened.
Bros, let me tell you. The intervention of Bola Tinubu is still in line with the APC National Working Committee resolution on what is going to.
So it's not needed.
Yes, man. Yes.
So it's the trusted.
Who?
Tinubu.
Trusted. I don't know the one that wanted what is going on in the university. The thing is that now he has looked at Wike. You know, this man that betrayed his brother. Now he need to be careful with him. So he aligned 50% with Fubara, aligning 50% with Wike, with some reason that at the end of the day, see, the powerful people within the APC structure now can throw Wike to the gutters and cut the consequences in Rivers State. Man, got me. I don't support mediocrity because God for that reason. Where is he practicing anywhere in the world? Is he not somebody that made Wike? Bola Tinubu, you are seeing there. It's not people that made him. So what is it not people that made him? Mention all the governors. Why are they significant? Why are they? Was it not made by? And then they go to other places. They have godfathers everywhere. But when you make a king, allow the king to rule. Why showing all these things and all that? And look, let me tell you, you know, Wike is also very careful because he knows that part of the powerful circle within the APC that is supporting Bola Tinubu's second term ambition are not in good terms with him. What is he talking about? Rainbow coalition. You can see his movement. You can see, but look at the statement coming from the entire man. I told you, it is beyond that. Fubara is not an German. Okay, I'm telling you, he's an Opopo man. You don't understand what I'm saying? He's an Opopo man. Go and listen to Ned Walker. I'm not saying rhetorics. Do you understand what I'm saying? Go there and find out yourself. So forget this picture they are painting up and down. But I can tell you that as long as this issue continues, Bola Tinubu will play a smart one on Wike. If he refuses, not only that, Wike is also trying to install his own governor candidate in Imo State. You don't know?
But the president has issued a warning telling them to stop talking about the next election.
Bro, let me tell you, talking about the next election. He did telling you, Wike is saying he's going to bring the person that will be governor in Rivers State. All this while, have you seen Fubara make any? I listened to a joint national youth leader yesterday sending a direct signal to Wike. It's only Wike that is moving up and down now. And of course, who is following it? The presidency too. Because if Wike does not have money, nobody will listen to him. If it's not FCT Minister, all the structure, you collapse. Nothing, no structure. Which structure do you have? All the money he stole. Go back, invite EFCC, let us investigate Wike and look at the amount. Of course, at a point, Fubara also made it very clear. But they will cover up the way they covered this guy from Kogi State. You don't see the way they cover it up? The money he stole now will be used to campaign for Bola Tinubu.
Because says Fubara is an Igbo man. Michael, Fubara is an Igbo man.
But see, I don't need anybody to believe me. If I come here, I say what I want to say and I get out. And nobody should believe me, but I make my research in total before I come out here and say anything. And I can tell you 100%, he is not an German. He is an Igbo man from Opobo.
Okay, do the continue. So Opobo is an Igbo land. The political acadabra they are doing. And King Gani says, Siminalayi Fubara, the governor of Rivers State, is an Ibani Ijo ethnic group.
God bless you, sir.
From Opobo.
God bless you.
Opobo.
King Gani.
Local government area of Rivers State.
No, I dedicate my phone to him. Yes. No, for standing on the side of the truth, I can give you the story, the history of Obani. How that Obani became Obani. What else do they want to do to the Igbo people, to the Biafran nation? What else do they want? But let the Fulanis continue to plant whoever they want to plant as political saboteurs on the Igbo nation. I listen to Ned Nwoko. Is he more intelligent than Ned Nwoko? It is about, but tell me which company Wike has worked before. But go and look at Ned Nwoko. He was live on Tennis TV. And he made it very clear. But when it comes to that, you see people raising unnecessary eyebrow over issues that ordinarily a suffering Nigerian should question. That is what about Tinubu type of politics. They want to bring it in Rivers State. Now, that one they were the Rivers State and never do you. You want to install governor in Hope of the Mass State.
This is how Igbos claim people's land. It is one land. Wike said that don't call him Igbo. At some point, Wike said you shouldn't call him Igbo.
Yeah, let me tell you, he can claim anything for whatever reason. We also saw when the former governor of Delta State was claiming whatever he wants. At the end of the day, what happened?
Yeah. That's is it defying?
Defying Okowa.
All right, Uneza says they use Uneza says they use the civil war to balkanize the Igbo tribe. Michael,
I know
history here.
God bless you. There's a chima. Anybody that does not want to understand it, will understand it through the nose when the time comes. And it's a very clear thing.
Uneza goes on. King Jaja of Opobo was a full-blooded Igbo man.
Mike, this is media. I'm not playing. I'm not joking. On this national, international platform, you can go and verify. We are not talking to children now. We are talking to people who are moving more civilized. And they can go and find them and do certain research on them. And I don't come here for the rhetorics.
King Gani says Wike, the name Wike, the meaning is son of might. Son of might.
Yes.
He does support King Gani on this.
Look, ancestry is something that one day maybe we'll treat the issue of ancestry here. Then I will tell you, to a larger extent of how the English kingdom spread everywhere.
So instead of writing it in Nwike, they change it to Wike.
No, there's a way of
NWIK.
You say Wike, there's Wike, NWO. There, the same thing.
You are even giving Wike name that he does.
No, bros, I'm just expressing something. I'm not changing his name. Whatever it is.
All right, thank you so much. It's been a very, very good time. Oh, yes, sir. Good morning to you. Fully lucky. How you doing?
Good morning, my brother. God bless you. It's not easy. Things are in God good. Things are good.
Things are good under the administration of
in the spiritual realm.
Definitely, you are enjoying this administration.
No. In God, measure of God. And that's a measure of God. Let's say there's a leg is strong.
God.
You know what I mean? Let the weak say they are strong. That is where I'm going. Under Tinubu, forget it. Zero. I won't lie. Zero. Whether my brother like it or not. Zero. So all this analyzation, that is not the issue of common man on the table. That is not the issue. The issue is that yes, if Wike is doing well, President doing well, no problem now. I can claim her anywhere. So what I'm saying, the leader now should do well. You only have 8 or 4 years to get out. So
Mike, pardon me.
Good morning, my brothers and sisters. Sorry, no.
Oh my
I greet. My name is Loke Yaguna. I don't know be Lagos. I will continue on that. Thank you.
Allow me to stand on the existent protocol. I want to just greet the house. God bless you all. The team, I doff my heart. God bless you. And everyone that will be supporting this platform, God bless you all. God be with you. Thank you very much.
Rivers State politics, President Bola Tinubu has intervened and has told Wike to halt the impeachment of Siminalayi Fubara. How would you describe this kind of move, Mr. President?
I think it's a welcome development. And why I said so, the non-state actors that have been filming this crisis they are having, the likes of Annie Briggs, that Mama Ijo, that is what's even led for me to be saying Fubara is from Ijo extractions. The woman really stood by Fubara that, okay, this is the time the Ijo will have a governorship in that region, and the Fubara, the woman stood issue of the Fubara as if it's his son, is his, you know. So as of that time, I now know that I think there's a division already from the Wike space and Fubara Ijo hereditary space, and I can say wholeheartedly the problem they are having is solvable, because Fubara needs to realize that without Wike there can't be any Fubara. Fubara brought in, Wike brought in from the scratch. And somebody, yeah, but he aligned with them. He aligned with the Odili. Where's like the person now? Odili is there, and he has Odili. The Wike's help Odili. They help Odili.
And which condition how do we give Wike?
Which condition the Odili gave Wike?
When he was a governor.
Which condition Wike is giving to Fubara like this? It's for him to do the needful.
What is the needful?
I brought you into and listen to me and I listen to everything you want to do. It's up in Lagos. When they brought Ambode and he did not want to hear, what did they bench Ambode? He has not failed. He has not failed. And what he has achieved. What he has achieved. Do you know that Wike is a lawyer? Yeah? His wife is a lawyer. Yeah? His son is a lawyer. Yeah? And you are saying he has failed. Politically, he has not failed. If you see the welcome party they organized for Wike in his region, you guys did not always accept defeat.
His welcome party, they're going to eat his money. They're going to eat the work he stole.
They are even bringing money on the table for him because he has helped. How you diminish Wike has helped a lot of people.
Stealing from people.
A lot of people.
He's still stealing from people. They're bringing money for him.
Who has
upon all the money he has?
Are you a saint? Are you a saint? Do you want to say you are a saint?
This country will not be okay if we are moving like this.
I can tell you,
the country will not be okay if we are moving like this.
How will we move? Are you economic with us?
I know Kule is happy. Both Fubara and Wike Mumus. I call them Mumus. You know why I call them Mumus? Somebody from the southwest using them to destroy the Rivers State property and Rivers State. They want to collect Rivers State by armies. They want to control the oil. This is what they are behaving for. The president,
that is
particularly,
that is from your own
particularly. Today, he has destroyed Fubara. He has destroyed Wike. Now there's commotion them. For Wike to start licking what he vomit. For Fubara not to have that mind to remain in PDP and sold our soul to APC. So let me tell you, both Wike, both Fubara will be get the Rivers State very soon. I'm telling you, Kule. I'm telling you, Obi, south, southeast, northwest, northeast. Fubara, to have in mind when Fubara was in the PDP, was having women's support, but he had to move. Because of what? Because of politics. But I'm telling you, whether it's from Ojo, whether it's from DC, 2027, Rivers State will be, forget it. I'm telling you, the way Bola Tinubu control Lagos State, telling Ambode not to go to second time. It's the same way we want to use to control Rivers State to go to work. We are not mumus.
Somebody bring you to where you are today.
Who brought Wike?
Who brought Wike?
Peace. Jonathan brought Wike.
Peace with Jonathan.
Did anybody disturb Wike?
You know, he worked with the successive government before.
Who?
Were you aware that
Wike?
Yeah.
Did anybody disturb him? Did anybody disturb him?
In and Amechi.
He don't delete disturb him. How did he don't disturb him? Where is it? Okay, look at now.
He respected Odili. Hold on. And he even respected Odili. Why?
Wike is not resting in Abuja.
Is not doing now.
Wike has a problem in Abuja. Wike has a problem in Nigeria. Wike has a problem in Rivers State. Now, where is he going to stay? That's the question.
Where is he going to stay?
Yes.
He has come to stay with the APC.
APC.
Yeah.
He has not declared.
The appointment they are giving him.
They won't give him.
The appointment they are giving him alone is more or less. It's even more juicy than governorship.
He's messing up the
appointment.
appointment.
He's a governor on that seat. He's a governor himself on that seat.
That is a governor.
Yeah, in Abuja. There. Yeah. Capital territory.
Did you see what's happening today in Abuja?
What happened to you?
You cannot pay workers.
You will always do bad news. Bad news is always.
There is protest. Protest.
I don't know something.
Who stop it?
It's numb.
Who stop it? Who stop it?
President Tinubu, there they protested against him. When I was
he led the protest against Jonathan.
So what are you now saying?
Tinubu led the protest against Jonathan.
Protest is allowed.
Why is he trying to stop it? Why is he trying to stop it from court?
How many protests have they done under the Tinubu regime?
Because when the man a master is there, no protest.
It won't happen to you've got nothing. Once a failure.
Who is a failure now? Who is a failure?
You are a political failure.
Who is it?
You, yes.
No.
You are a political failure. Yes.
That's why this is a failure.
That's why you are crying all over.
You can see Kule. You can see now. The whole world know that the way you fall, the same way Tinubu fall. Please, both of you go arrest. I just advise Tinubu to go arrest. The way you are falling, the same way your president is falling. Go arrest. 2027, go arrest. So that you both know for one time, more than 4 times, 10 times. Go. Tell your papa to go arrest. We need a young man that will be able to move this country forward, like America, like Greece. Let me even tell you. See, I think the way President is going for Turkish is there is something secretly. We want to embrace Israel and America, not Turkish.
We want to embrace Israel.
Yes, we need Israel and America.
We need to embrace Trump. When Trump was about to come, your president, the Tinubu, Trump will take Tinubu off, and not sort of you propagandist. You better go and change your life.
What I'm saying, Wike, president have destroyed this country. And then you say that's starting without giving the people road and water.
Road and water.
Yes.
Have you been to your state? That is why you should be going to.
Can you show me water in
the road now?
Have you been there?
When have you been there? I passed through all those areas.
Do you have water in Lagos State?
My wife have in Benin.
You have water. You have water.
Benin was nothing to write on.
You have common water.
The government of Tinubu and there was equity
in your street.
The southeast that does not even have more states. He has given them a
yeah,
you don't know that. They give them. You don't know. It's for the house. It's for the house of rep.
It's
for the house of rep. National Assembly. Yeah, it's for the National Assembly. Yeah, it's ongoing.
Don't forget people that give them more state. No state. House of rep, National Assembly. They are
going through process. It's going through process.
Which process?
What?
It's a deceit.
It's a deceit.
You don't deceive them
because you don't believe in everything.
And
anybody that you cannot believe.
It's 4 years now. Where are the subsidy?
Where are the subsidies?
Giving more money to the government.
The money.
Go
and ask your governor. Go and ask your Pobolo. How much is it getting?
Who said my governor told the president, I am going to give you 2.5 votes. Ask him how many votes brought in power is not up to 300,000. Where is he going to go to 50? I told him, don't worry, do your work. When you come for that day, we are not going to give the president Tinubu 100,000.
you are now half caste of Edo. You are not purely Edo.
All right, gentlemen, thank you.
So Kule, go and tell your brother. You part of falling like how would I call that foul?
What is this?
That foul that is
what is this? 4 plus 4.
Nothing. 0
plus 4. 8.
Only 4.
Now for your height.
Only 4.
Now for your height.
They're going to knock you.
As they knock you down the other time, you did there. Shame catch you. This second time, we go knock you. We go give you a pattern. We go give you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate your contribution. All right, viewers, we say a big thank you for joining us this morning. Likes of Key Great, GOA, Jose Chima, Kingari, Mafino engaged us this morning. We say a big thank you to you. Yeah, Emmanuel, thank you for joining us. Now, Baba Yaga, we say a big thank you. To Augustine Ifemoni, we say thank you for joining us. We love to come in here. Ejiofor Chris, we appreciate you. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll be here tomorrow with more interesting topics. I'm Michael Adekunle. Please stay safe.
You will do your work, but I can't work. Very well. Because